The young men in the video from Milnerton Boys High School, Milnerton High School at least, those who are seen using implements to beat a grade 10 boy who is begging with them to stop. As you heard in Eyewitness News, they appeared in court earlier today. They were released on 2,000 rands bail. 2 of the 8 are under the age of 18. The other 6 are 18 and older. Reports earlier today said they would be charged with aggravated assault. The report I heard at 3 o'clock said charged with assault with intent to do grievous bodily harm. Criminal defense lawyer William Booth with us now. Hello, William.
Hi, John. How are you?
All right, yourself?
Good. Thank you.
Are the two the same, pretty much, aggravated assault and assault with intent to do GBH?
Well, in South Africa, there's no such offence as aggravated assault.
So that was an incorrect report. Yeah.
Yes, assault with intent to do grievous bodily harm. So I think United States one has that terminology, but essentially it's one and the same, where somebody assaults somebody else with the intention to cause them grievous harm, serious injury.
Is that an appropriate charge in this case? I don't know if you've seen the video. If you haven't, you can't comment. If you have, you can, but you might not want to, and I would understand that.
Now, I have seen the video. So when I was contacted about speaking this afternoon, I immediately ran around to look for the video. Yes, no, look, I mean, it does look quite serious, but one, mustn't always go on what is on a video. I mean, I've done many matters where suddenly the video is sent out. By the time it reaches a particular point, it's something totally distorted. But looking at it, it's clear that this was quite a serious incident. I think a hockey stick was used. It looks like there were belts used, if that was the right implement that I observed. So again, I think this is not the first time that incidents of this nature are taking place at schools. So, and they were all the pupils seemed to all have been in uniform, and it took place actually, it seems, in a changing room at the actual school.
William, what is there a clear legal dividing line between assault and assault with intent to do GBH?
Yes, no, there is. So assault is what is also termed common assault. So in other words, if I smack you on the side of the face, that would normally be assault, unless I smack you so hard that you fall over and hit your head on the pavement and, you have serious injuries. So it's all about what injuries are caused and how persistent the assault is to fall within the bracket of assault with the intent to commit grievous harm. And that can even potentially be upgraded to attempted murder. So many times people are charged with attempted murder because of the serious injuries and, let's say, the persistence of the attack and also how many people are involved in the attack. And then maybe you have, as an alternative charge, assault with intent to do grievous harm, and then another alternative as common assault to sort of cover all the possibilities.
And there is a division of age, 18 and above, so legally adult, and I think 2 are 17, definitely not 18 yet. Mm-hmm. Is there a difference in the way the law deals with adults with a charge like this and with people who are not yet legally adult?
Yes, no, absolutely. So the Child Justice Act and the Children's Act deal with people who are who are under 18. Those who are over 18, so they're not dealt with as adults. So in this case, you've got a mixture, obviously, of the two. So those that fall under 18 are termed children, and they can be dealt with in a different way to those who are adults. But again, it's pretty close. Those that are 18 have probably just turned 18. And those that, let's say, are 17 are probably about very soon.
But in law, it doesn't matter if you 18 years and 364 days or 18 years and 1 day, it's the same in the eyes of the law.
Absolutely. So if you're 18 and above, you're an adult, you're treated as an adult. If you're under 18 and downwards, then you're treated as a child. And as I say, the Child Justice Act then will be be applicable to somebody who's regarded as a child.
And William, the history of sentences. Let's set up a hypothetical. We don't know. It's innocent until proven guilty, but we do have a very telling video. What sorts of sentences are handed down after a conviction on assault with intent to commit grievous bodily harm?
Well, look, potentially you could be sentenced to direct imprisonment, but let's say in general, and depending on obviously how serious the assault is, whether there was some form of provocation, the background, a court must look at the factors of the accused, all his personal, look at how serious the incident is, and obviously look at what does society want with regard to sentencing, and balance that all. So there have been instances where assault with intent in serious case, where there's been a serious injury, have received direct imprisonment. Other instances dealt with usually in the regional court, have been of not direct imprisonment, possibly correctional supervision, where you're placed under house arrest. You have to do community service for various periods up to 3 years. So that is also quite a heavy sentence, but certainly it's regarded as serious. And I think, particularly where there's a group involved and there hasn't been any kind of provocation, it was not a situation where somebody's been attacked and they attack that person and they go too far. But again, courts must look at mitigation, aggravation, balance it all, and I think the fact the age is an important factor. Even if you just an adult, you're just over 18. Yeah. Age plays a significant role.
William, I don't know the physical injury done to the grade 10 child. We've been told that he was in recovery from cancer. We spoke to yesterday someone who has been appointed as a spokesperson for the family of the victim, and she told us about the extraordinary trauma that he is experiencing. So to what extent does the law regard physical injury and psychological, emotional injury separately or as a continuum? I mean, if there's no physical damage, a couple of bruises which disappear within 3 days, but the trauma continues as one imagines it might, how much does that impact things?
Well, look, it all plays a role. So obviously, whatever physical injuries were caused, and has the person been hospitalized, and has he got to go back again for treatment and all of that, but also emotionally. So one has to. If you're prosecuting a matter like this, then you need to get all the medical reports. You need to get, if there are psychological issues, trauma, you need to get those reports, have the learner seen by, let's say, experts to provide a kind of a holistic report as to the impact. And the fact that it happened at school and that, it was people that you're at school with, maybe playing sport with them or, exchanging whatever with them during the day, sort of, now you've got to carry on at the school where these people might still be at the school. So it is trauma, and that must be, taken into account when the court looks at sentencing.
Sorry, William, we have to cut you there, but we are all because we're late for news. But thank you for sharing your years of expertise in these matters with us. William Booth, criminal defense lawyer.